What up, what up, what up? It's your favorite shit talking squirrel, back for another YouTube video. So we got a couple of hearings that with defendants having issues with their attorneys. I found them kind of interesting, maybe you will too. Let's check them out, shall we? Let's get this.
And start the video. All right. Oh, blessed assurance, they got the two defendants in here together. What's this about? What kind of foolishness is this? Can I get the deputy, please? This is some foolishness. Now, let's not do that. This is some foolishness. This is some foolishness. Deputy, this is some foolishness. Can these two why are these two defendants both on my screen and that other defendant walking around and behind this defendant? I need him to go have a seat somewhere until it's time for his case. That's a mess. And then my other question is, Deputy, I have an attorney here for Xavier Evans that's supposed to be on in the Wayne County Jail. Do you don't have Evans?
I should be zooming in from Division 2, ma'am.
Oh, Division 2. Okay. All right. We'll call Division 2. Okay, thank you, Deputy.
No problem.
All right.
3665 on behalf of Ms. Nicole Brown, Judge, who's in the Wayne County Jail on Zoom. Ms. Brown, unmute your device and state your full name for the record. Your Honor, there's also an alias here. Ms. Brown's real name is Ms. Destiny Plawecki. I believe it may appear on the ROA as Nicole Brown.
Okay. Well, she's gonna be Nicole Brown today.
Right.
Unmute and state your name. You.
I'm Destiny Nicole Plawecki.
And are you known as also Nicole Brown?
Yes.
All right. Ms. Ritter, let me know. Do you have the report?
I have the report now, Judge. Thank you.
Welcome. She cut off her tether. Mr. Murat.
Your Honor, I don't believe she cut off her tether.
Well, what did it say? Why she didn't cut it off? Tell me.
Judge, I thought that this was a violation based on the fact that Ms. Brown did not tether to an appropriate address.
Okay, on July the 12th, 17:10 hours, I was monitoring the OmniLink software and there was a strap tamper alert for the above subject. Officers Julian LeBron and I made the last known trace of the device at the corner of Cecil and Serena in the city of Detroit. The device was recovered and the subject did cut it off. What are you saying?
Judge, I believe I need to talk to Ms. Plawecki.
Oh, because she told you that she just wasn't at the right place? Okay, don't answer because that'll be about, okay, so she can move out the chair. The report says she cut off the tether. They found it on the street.
Judge, I definitely need to talk to her one more time if that can be possible, so I can.
Okay, well then you could talk to her after we go to the next case.
Yes, Judge. Ma'am,
step back and let Mr. Britt come to the screen. All right, so we're back on the record with the people versus Nicole Brown. Case number 234489901. Mr. Murat, now that you have had an opportunity to get the truth of the matter.
Your Honor, I apologize. There may have been a miscommunication, but that's all been rectified with Ms. Brown and I. Judge, she does stand in violation of the tether. There's no good reason that I can tender to this court why it happened, but it did. I can tell the court why it happened if the court would like to know. However, what I'm going to ask the court to do, Judge, and I think the court will figure out why it happened when it hears my request, I'm going to ask that the tether remain on, and instead of confining her to a home, that she be confined to Positive Images, which is a rehabilitation facility here in the city of Detroit. There are some struggles with sobriety in this particular matter. And I think that Ms. Brown would tremendously benefit if the court would consider the sanction here to be a confinement tether to that rehab facility.
Yeah, but she's also gonna pay for that tether. She's gonna pay for the tether that she destroyed.
So, Ms. Brown, at this time, I would not recommend making any statements.
The court will continue the bond conditions and change the location of the tether. There was a time when I would have at least considered removing the house arrest portion, but this is not one of those times. Where are you asking me to tether her to?
It's Positive Images, Your Honor. It's a rehab located at 700 East Grand Boulevard.
Well, and here's the thing. So we know if Positive Images doesn't have space for Miss Brown, that means she's not going to be tethered.
I
Until they
understand,
get
Your Honor.
space.
I understand that, Judge.
All right. Well, maybe perhaps I will say Positive Images or Naomi's Nest. Whichever one has a bed. And it is it remains a restricted house arrest tether. Anything further?
No, thank you.
All right, then we're all set with Ms. Brown. All right, Ms. Brown, you're all set. I'm ready on, well, let me bring in Gutierrez and see if they're.
Another one.
Okay,
Sharon, I'm having some difficulty with my client. I'm not sure what the court's what the court's position will be regarding a motion to withdraw. If the court would like, I can submit a written motion to withdraw. I'm going to defer to the court for guidance.
yes, I would like a written motion to withdraw.
And Your Honor, I
So
can
that means
complete
that
that
Mr.
today and
Evans-
have that.
That means Mr. Evans is gonna need counsel up. How did jail leave? Where did jail go? How did they get back? Okay, Zoom be doing some stuff. Zoom be doing some stuff. It just sent the man back to the breakout room. So the basis, okay, I'm trying to, now I know he didn't move himself because he behind the thing. So I don't understand what happened. Is it anybody else in the breakout room? No, let me shut down the breakout room. I know he didn't send himself there because he is the only, he don't have access to the thing. All right, counsel, what's going to be the basis of your motion? Breakdown in the relationship?
Absolutely, Your Honor.
And were you appointed or retained?
I was retained on this matter to represent him in the felony matter, and I conducted a preliminary examination, and the felony was dismissed in front of Judge Sabri. And since then, Judge, there's been a breakdown in the attorney-client relationship. Quite frankly, my client wants to curse at me, and that's very disrespectful, in addition to a failure to adhere to the terms and conditions as set forth in the 5-page written retainer agreement. With that, Judge, I am respectfully seeking to withdraw from this case with the court's permission.
Okay, well, you know, I'll go ahead and grant the motion.
Thank you, Your Honor. I appreciate this court. Thank you.
So, prepare an order for me to sign and indicate for the reasons stated on the record.
I will definitely do that, and I can forward the discovery to the new attorney.
All right, we'll let you know who it
Thank
is.
Thank you, Your Honor. I appreciate you. Thank you.
All right. Can the jail, stop waving your hand? Stop waving your hand. I see you. And then let me just be clear, because I don't know what happened with you and the lawyer, but let's not let it happen with me and you and the judge. So the jail can unmute. The jail can unmute. All right. Mr. Evans, the lawyer said that you cursed at her. You cursed at your lawyer?
No, ma'am, I have an officer standing right here the whole time. I never even got a chance to speak to her.
No. I'm not talking about today. Let's not act like that. I'm not talking about today. I'm talking about it just ever. So let me just be clear. Now, the court is going to request that you get appointed an attorney, but you're not going to curse at the attorneys and be abusive towards the attorneys. You're not.
Judge Bryant, I'm a very respectable young man.
Yeah, that's what you're saying, but that's a very respectful attorney that I have had practicing in front of me for a number of years, and she's not ever in front of me requested to withdraw from a case. She's never in front of me requested for me to let her withdraw from a case. So all I can say is, this is my first time interacting with you, but that attorney has been before me on a number of occasions for the last 16 years that I've been on the bench. And all I'm telling you is, we're going to get you another attorney assigned to this case. But if that attorney tells me that you're being disrespectful and using profanity towards someone who is trying to represent you and make sure that your constitutional rights are protected, that's not going to go over well with me. I'm not saying that the attorney is, I don't know what happened. I didn't hold a hearing, Mr. Evans. All I'm telling you is that that attorney has never asked for me to be removed from a case. And so I've granted her that, and I'm going to contact the Michigan Indigent Defense Council and have them appoint a lawyer for you. So I am going to adjourn this pretrial. Deputy.
Judge Bryant, can I, before you end the session, can I please allow me to say something at least, please?
Yeah, just 1 second. 1 second, Mr. Green.
Good morning, Judge. How are you?
Good morning. I'm wonderful. How are you?
I'm doing fine. Deputy Shelton.
All right, Deputy Shelton, I just wanted to know with respect to Mr. Evans before I adjourn his case. He's not being held just on my case. I do understand he has a parole hold, correct?
That I'm aware of, he does have something else going on. I can verify the exact information if you want, if you give me 1 moment. You want me to do that?
Yes, please, because I just want to make sure I don't set him too far out if this is holding him. So yes.
Okay, give me 1 moment.
Okay, all right. Okay, yes, Mr. Evans, what would you like to tell the court?
Out of respect to you, Judge Bryant, I know how things make sense because you don't know the exact scenario. Ms. Gray has done, a remarkable job for me during the case of my, during the terms of my case. We haven't had no issues. We just had issues communicating with each other. My last time speaking to her was April 5th. And when I was trying to get her in contact with her, and the means of trying to get in contact with her, my first time getting in contact with her was like 4 days ago. And she switched the retainer agreement over to my mother. And upon doing that, they was in a conversation and she didn't know I was on the phone. And she started asking about her money, which we had a $3,500 agreement.
So look, I don't want you to tell me about the retainer agreement. I don't want you to tell me about that stuff. But
yes, ma'am.
Here's one of the things. So I don't know, because there's a lot that goes into retainer agreements, Mr.
Yes, ma'am.
And I don't know the particulars of the agreement that you had with Ms. Gray. So I don't know the particulars of that agreement. And
yes, ma'am.
And so those issues are not mine. So I am going to get you appointed an attorney. Unless, am I supposed to just appoint him to y'all, Mr. Moran?
I'm ready, willing, and able, Judge. I'd love to get them together with the opportunity.
Yeah, I think so, because
I would like to just move forward today if we can. Honestly, I'm ready to enter
so hold
a
on, Mr. Evans. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put you back in the breakout room with Mr. Murad from the Misdemeanor and Felony Defender's Office.
Yes, ma'am.
And then we'll see what he, you know, you all can talk. So before I call
ma'am.
Ms. Carter, I think I could just, because this is not a sentencing, so I think it's just that. Yes, Deputy?
He does have the parole hold. That's it. That's all we're showing in our system as well.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much, Deputy.
You're welcome, ma'am.
All right. So, Mr. Evans, I'm gonna send you back to breakout, and Mr. Murad, he'll be in there shortly, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
I appreciate.
Oh, oops. He said he appreciated it.
I'll let him know.
Okay, yeah, I didn't mean to cut him off. Is Ms. Stevenson in the courtroom? Or is she ready on,
She's in the hallway talking to Mr. Samuels, Your Honor.
oh, okay, well then. All right, looks like Mr. Murad is ready on Evans, but you haven't talked to Britt yet, huh?
Not yet, Judge.
Okay. Well, we can go on the record with Evans.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh, what happened to the jail?
Did they get back into that breakout room again? Yeah.
Well, why, why they keep doing that?
He's playing with the button or something. I don't know.
Yes, so I don't know why the jail keep going to the.
Let me jump back in there.
All right, the record again, I don't know if we were on the record, if I had actually caught the case, but Mr. Evans's attorney of record, Ms. Gray did come on to the Zoom today, and she requested to be allowed to withdraw from the case. The court allowed the withdrawal and now have assigned the case to the Misdemeanor and Felony Defender's Office. Mr. Murad.
And Judge, we're prepared to proceed. Mr. Evans was a pleasure to deal with regard to what we're doing today, Your Honor. This is a pretrial conference. I'm asking the matter to be set for final pretrial, Judge. I know that there was a felony exam held here. I'd like to order the transcript if we can. Your Honor, I'm hoping for the soonest final pretrial date we can get. I know the court is tight, but we're confident that we can get Mr. Evans home upon a favorable resolution. And for those reasons, Judge, I'm going to ask the court to consider setting the earliest final pretrial we can get Mr. Evans.
Court is going to continue a not guilty plea on behalf of Mr. Evans. I will continue to the final pretrial conference, but so first, Ms. Gray indicated that she would forward discovery. So we will let Ms. Gray know to forward that discovery to the Misdemeanor Felony Defender's Office. Number two, if you're going to order the transcript, that's going to require at least 28 days for the transcript to be ordered. So today is July 17th. So that at least puts us to August the 17th. And then I'm in the middle of that 3 defendant trial that week. So that puts us the following week, August the 23rd. Maybe, Madam Clerk, how many do I have on August 23rd?
Okay.
23.
So that really means I got 33 because the magistrates didn't put any on there yet.
They did, Judge. We're in September, I think.
Oh, okay. So then the court will set the matter for August 23rd. for a final pretrial conference. And I will set that at 9:00 a.m. Did the complaining witness appear? Wait a minute, what is he charged with? Oh, it's child abuse. Never mind. Okay. All right, so I will set that discovery can be received from the other attorney, but if she doesn't, I mean, I don't know if there's any video, Ms. Ritter, maybe you could just resend the discovery to the misdemeanor and felony defender's office.
Yes, Judge, there are videos associated with this case, and I can send that over, Judge, by the end of business day.
All right. Okay. Anything further with respect to Mr. Evans?
Briefly, Judge, if we're able to resolve this before that date, is there any way we could come and ask the court for another pretrial in the interim, if we have a resolution?
It's possible since he's in custody. You have to remind me though that he's in custody and that I'm assuming maybe his parole hold is because of this case.
Exactly.
Yeah, so you have to remind me because normally my answer is no, but.
Right. I'm going to drive over there this afternoon, Judge. I'm going to try to get a deviation request together and see what we can resolve in the interim while we're waiting for this exam transcript.
Okay. All right, well then, unless we change it, we're all set until August 23rd.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Evans. I'm going to come see you later.
Okay, thank you, Judge Bryant.
Okay, you're welcome. Have a great day. Stay safe.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, there you have it. Seems like he's much better off with Raid Murad helping him out. I think she said child abuse allegations. Just awful. Ugh. But, you know, everybody's innocent until proven guilty, so at least he'll get his day in court, and it seems like he's got an attorney that's going to be a little more attentive, at least to his needs. If he's swearing at that old attorney, though, I don't know. Hard to tell with this stuff, you know what I mean? Maybe he said something out of context. It sounded like she heard something on a phone call or whatever. I don't know. Who knows? And the girl before that with the tether, she's telling him that it was the wrong address and she cut it off, probably to go pick up. Oh, it's so funny. It's like the stuff you hear, like street stories, you know, like war stories they call them. Like, yeah, I cut off my tether, fuck it, dude, I didn't care. Maybe that's a New England thing. I don't know. You tell me. Alright, guys. Let me know your thought in the comments. These were a couple of cool clips. Let me know what you thought. And I'll see you in the next video, okay? Bye.